Sweet. Hey, everybody. My name is Trent, aka TD, joined by, of course, Sam/Sanika. And today is Warsaken Wednesday, and we have Matt from Warsaken. How you doing, friend?
I'm good. Hi, everybody.
Excited to get into some deck
Alrighty.
building today.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what we have on the agenda, huh? Deck building. What can we preface this with? Why would I be building a deck?
Yeah, also just real quickly, it's 5 o'clock, so that means it's loot claiming time for people who know what loot is.
Nice.
So,
Good reminder.
Forget that that's at 5. I literally just claimed, I guess, yesterday's right before the stream, so that was perfect timing.
Yeah, so anyone who's not part of Warsaken right now and you're coming to check this out, the cards you have give you XP. XP amounts give you what's called loot, and you can claim on a daily basis. And then you can buy loot packs, and there's two types: a regular and a platinum. And you get free cards in those, which could be all the way up to owner cards that give you 200 free loot, 200,000 free loot a day. Tenant cards that give you 20,000 a loot a day, as well as blood foil leaders that give you 100,000 and blood foil infinite leaders that give you 495,000 loot per day. And you can use it to buy packs. We're going to have stuff in the future. We use it to get more stuff, or you can actually sell it on Alcor and other places like that. So,
How, how rare are the 200,000 ones? Those are the one of ones, right?
Yeah,
ownership?
well, yeah, the owners are one of ones. I think there's one. Normally, there's a couple in the platinums and a couple in the loot packs every month. So it's a little different every month. One month will have G forces, another one won't in blood foils. Last month there was a blood foil infinite leader in the platinums, but regular blood foil leaders in the standard loot packs. So we kind of try to mix it up every month. But I think if I heard right this month, there's 20 tenants in both platinum and the regular loot packs. If I heard it right. So a lot
Is
of
there a
opportunities.
place where people can go check what is still available in the packs, like what's been pulled?
No, on the loot packs, we normally don't like give a list of what's been pulled. People normally just see people posting, so they know.
Yeah.
So there's still a lot to pull this month, and then there's still a lot of good cards left in our premium elites and boosters. There's still a couple blood foil infinite leaders and regular blood foil leaders in the regular packs we have for sale. So a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I really want to pull one of those blood foils. Those are some good looking cards.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. They're fun. Let's see here. So so you wanted to take a look at deck building today, correct?
Yeah, the Warsaken just they blew through 300 regular loot packs and didn't pull any owner or tenant cards. That's a lot of packs to blow through.
Yeah. So what happens? That's yeah. It's probably Brandon saying that.
I think so.
So what happens is we decide what's going to go in every month. For the most part, how many of each thing is going to go in, and then it's all randomized, and the computer puts those into packs. So no one knows where anything is, and you know, because it's a randomization, one month there could be some stuff close at the beginning, and another month there may not be, and you just don't know what you're going to get. So it's kind of fun, and you have to decide if you want a regular pack or a platinum pack, and then go from there.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You ready to get in some deck building?
Yeah, where do we need to go on the either the website or in
Yeah, do you
anywhere
want me to
else?
share my screen or?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, let me do that real quick. Let me pull it up real quick.
Are you wearing is that the limited hat or is that?
This is the this is the white version of the hat. Yeah. I was wearing
That's
the
not one of
black
the
for a
signed
different
ones
one
though,
I
is
did.
it?
No, I wouldn't be wearing a signed one, and I don't have any of the signed ones just because those were for people to have a chance to get. Oops, there we go. Okay, decks. All right, so what you do is you go to your Warsaken, and there's going to be decks here. So as you can see, I can build more decks here if I want to. I have one already that's called "I Will Break You," and this is for standard play. And then I started one for Blitz. Now you can make it so it works either way, but normally you're going to pick what do I want to do with Blitz as well as what do I want to do in a standard game and make it a little different. So if I click on this, it's telling me I don't have enough cards yet because I just started. So the first thing I did is I went and I put in a leader. So it asked me to put in a leader. So I clicked on that and I picked Lockwood. Blitz is a little different. In my case, I already have my 20 starting morale, so I'm not worried about my territories at all giving me any additional morale. And so I'm picking them based on just the ones I like. And like I said, I want to build a complete night vision deck. So I need an additional territory. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to bring all my stuff up that are territories. So it's automatically going to take you to territories. So I can look at them. But again, I want to build a night vision deck. So I'm going to click here, come down to variation, and then I'm going to go to night vision. And now I can see all the territories that I have in night vision cards. So let's see here. Let's pick one to add. Like this one. So I'm going to add that one in. It's going to say add to deck. And it's going to ask me which deck of mine I want to go into, or am I building a new deck? And I'm going to put it in my main deck. So now I have my leader and my territories done. So now I can decide forces, WMDs, buildings, intel, morale, weather. So just like in standard, each card does something special. In Blitz, same thing. A WMD does something different than a building. So in this case, let's go check out the WMDs. And again, I want night vision. So I'm going to come down to night vision here. And then I'm going to look at everything I have in night vision. So, do I want to use nukes? What do I want to use? Now in Blitz, WMD takes out 2 territories. So I don't want too many of these in my deck, but I probably want 2 sets of WMDs because I want a better chance of pulling a match of 3 cards. So I'm going to kind of take a look here. And so for right now, the only WMDs that I have 4 of is CX Viral Outbreak and Nuke Blast. So I'm going to go take a Nuke Blast. I'm going to add it to my deck, my main deck. Now, because I have more of the exact same card, I have 4 of them, I can just go 4. And now it's brought all 4 of them in. If you're dealing with, if I'm building a standard deck and I want to put 4 nukes in, but I only have 1 gold and maybe 1 smoke and 2 night vision, I would put this at 2 and then I do it again and bring in my smoke, and I would do it again and bring in my like gold or whatever else I want to take advantage of. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to do my CX5 Viral Outbreak because, again, it's the only one I have 4 of, and I don't want to have to go buy any. So now I've got my leader, my territories, my WMDs. So Brandon put a lot of work into this. He headed this up with the devs, and he wanted to make it tremendously user friendly. And so as you can see, there's not too much. We want you to be thinking about what do I want to put into my deck, not be worried so much about how do I get there or how do I do this. So let's say I only had 3 of these, I only had 3 nuke blasts, but I put 4 there. If I went and clicked show missing, then it's going to show me I'm missing one of these. So I could go purchase it or whatever I needed to do. If we go to forces as an example, it's only going to bring up forces. And again, in this case, because I'm paying blitz, I'm going to pick more based on what cards do I like. Like this is an opportunity to pick a card where you love the artwork to it, but maybe you don't play with it based on the decks you use. So now I'm like, okay, well, what do I want to pick from? And again, I'm trying to do a night vision deck, so I'm looking for ones I have 4 of. So I have 4 of the Apex. So you can see here, I have 4 of the GR Hornet. And let's see, what else do I have 4 of? And this also will let you know, oh, I have 3. I really want to use this card, so I need to go purchase another one. Okay, so I absolutely love the Bobcat. So I'm going to go click on the Bobcat and put that in. I'm going to add it to my deck. Main deck. There it is. And because I have 4 of them, I'm going to add 4. Any questions so far on the deck building?
Yeah, just 2 things.
Yeah.
First, the last time I think we had a stream was before Memorial Day, so I wanted to say Happy Memorial Day to you and all of the Warsaken family. And then
Awesome.
second, I have apparently never done this before, so I have a sync to cloud message on my.
Yeah, just click OK to that. That'll sync your cards.
Cool.
So like here's an example. I really like Mark Rockwell. I only have 3. So if I want to use it in the deck, I'm going to need to go get a 4th because I need to have at least a minimum 3 to put into a blitz deck, or else you can't make a match in blitz. But again, 4 makes it easier to do a match. So normally I'm going to do 4, but I'm going to go in and drop in an Apex mech because it's kind of cool looking. Actually, let me see if I have any G-Force that I have 4 of in the Apex. So it doesn't look like it. I already did the Bobcat. So again, I'm limited on which ones I have 4 of. So again, I could go put in a non night vision. I could go throw in a gold or something like that. But again, because I want to build a night vision deck, this is letting me know what cards I need to go purchase to add them in. So again, I have 4 of these. And so boom. So again, it's going to let me know the territory output. Again, this deals more with standard, like what are the resources I'm getting? What are the potential outputs? What is my force ratio? And then my arsenal, basically. So again, I haven't put a lot in yet. And this shows cost as well. So I have 4 cards that take, it has a 3 cost to it. And then I have, cards that have additional costs as well. So it gives you a lot of information. So it's super helpful to people when they're building a deck. As you can see, I have the wrong number of cards. So I only have 21 cards and I need to have 65. And then it gives me the damage potential as well as the health. And currently I am not standard ready nor blitz ready because again, I have all these spaces that I haven't done anything on. So weather's fun because it's going to allow me to have some options within the game, take another turn, some other options as well. And so I'm going to come down again with a night vision. And so as far as weather goes, I have nothing that I have 4 on. So let's do this. Let's take this one because I like Terrifying Storm. I'm going to add it to deck, put it in my main deck, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this one to 4. But when I show missing, see, it's showing me I'm short 2 of the 4 I need. So again, you can put together the deck you want and then come back and say, okay, I need to go buy these. So now I'd be able to go to Atomic Hub and pick these 2 up to finish my set. So that's super cool. you know, on how you want to do that. It allows you to make those type of decisions. I'll use, let me go to this deck real quickly. So here's a deck I put together, still refining it a little bit. So you can see I got a leader in Thermal Ash. I got some different territories that I picked. And then I got a...
That's the Fireforge Thermal Ash, right?
No, there's no Fireforge Thermal. There's
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Fireforge First Wave. There's a foil Fireforge. But I don't have any of those in here. I have my G-Force. You get 1 G-Force in your deck. And then I put a few planes in. I got 4 Mark Rockwells. So I have 4 of those. And then I have my Bobcats. Again, as I mentioned, I like the Bobcat. I threw in a Panther. So I have a couple Panthers in there. These are to give me additional resources towards the end of the game if my territories get wiped out. So, you know, and it just depends. Like this one here, I had a night vision, and my next best card was camo. So I didn't have anything beyond that. I put some nukes in. So I had a blood foil, 2 thermal ash, and a gold to make up my nukes. I had my Titan missile silos. I had some intel in there. Needed some calculated stagnation to slow people down. I had cut corners so I could speed myself up. And then, you know, a little bit of weather as well. So this is like a standard deck I've been working on. And as you can see, I'm not building it based on the same variation of the card. So you know, you can see I have 2 of Hex, 1 of Hacked, and 1 gold in that one. So
Just
kind of
because you
gives you an
want more of
example.
that card.
Yeah. I wanted 4 of them, and I just took my 4 best cards. So gold was the best one. I had a Hacked, and then after that, I didn't have any night vision. I didn't have any smoke, so I grabbed a couple Hex that I had, so I could use that. So
We have a question from Grimace here. He asks, are you making a night vision deck just as a personal preference for this specific deck? And then also needing the 4 cards, is that just for the Blitz game type, or are we needing to have 4 cards for all gameplay?
So you have to have 65 cards. You can have no more than 4, okay, of a specific card in a standard or Blitz deck. And then in a standard, you can put whatever you want. I could take 1 of this tank, 1 of that tank. You know, I could pick 4 different tanks and put 1 card in if I wanted to, but I'm probably putting a specific card in there for a reason. And the reason I normally pick 4 is it's easier to draw that card if there's 4 within your arsenal. On the Blitz side, you have to have at least 3 because you have to match 3 cards for it to do what it's supposed to do in Blitz. So force cards kill a territory in Blitz. I have to have a match of 3, so I don't have at least 3 in there. I'll never make a match. And then by putting 4, I have a better chance of getting the 3rd card to make my match. So Blitz is a minimum 3, or else you can't make a match, max 4 of the same card. And then standard, you can do whatever you want as long as you don't go over 65 cards. You can't have any doubles of territories. Obviously, each territory has to be different. But all the other cards, you can do however you want to, as long as there's not a maximum of 4 of the same card. On the night vision question, no, I just wanted to build a night vision deck. In fact, if I built like a all black camo deck, I would have got more XP when I played that deck. But I just love night vision, so I want to have a full night vision deck. I want to create a gold deck, and I think I want to really create a smoke deck as well. So those are kind of the 3 I really want to do. Thermal Ash starts to get problematic because there's only 10, and so it's harder to get 4 of each, especially the favorite cards that a lot of people like to play with. But I mean, for someone who has bought a lot of boosters, as an example, you know, those basic cards in there will help you build a deck. I mean, have fun, build a deck, have something to play with. And then if you buy an elite, or, you know, you buy a premium, or you get something out of a loot pack that's super cool, then just add it into your basic deck. take one of your basic cards out and add in the smoke you got, or add in the gold or night vision if you want to. So start off with your basic cards and build yourself a deck, and then slowly swap out with more premium cards or ultra premium cards as you get them, or you buy them, or you find a deal on getting one or trade somebody. So you can spend a lot of time playing with the deck builder. But I really should say the devs did a great job on it, and Brandon did a great job of thinking backwards from the result he wanted to have and the user friendliness. Because as you saw, it wasn't rocket science. I didn't have to do a class to teach you guys how to build a deck. I click territories and only territories come up. I don't have to dig through all my cards. And then I can pick from what I want. I could have typed in the name of the territory I was looking to deal with, or I can go over and pick night vision, gold, whatever I want to do. Or like I said, just type it in. It'll show me all the variations from the most rare all the way to the most basic, and allow me to choose what I want to do.
Yeah, it's definitely a well done interface.
Really good. Really good.
Would you be up for walking through our cards with us?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, throw them up.
Okay. I'm I feel like my initial strategy is to
Whale
just
into
put the rarest
game and
ones
just-
that I have. No, not that.
Yeah, I had my black hat on earlier for a stream, so I had to switch it up and put my white hat on. I should have changed my shirt too to a different Warsaken. I could have put my gray shirt on, but I didn't.
I need to get more Warsaken merch. I really want to wear the signed hat, but I'm too nervous to do that.
Don't do it.
I don't want to ruin it. All right, so I got these in here so far. Would it, on my leader for Valoran, I have a gold as well. Would that technically be better than using
It'll give you more XP. So
Oh, or would the Tyrant give me the most?
it probably would give you, well, let's see, gold is higher than Murdered Out. Well, what's the Tyrant number to? 10?
25. And
25, and gold's number to
24.
24. So gold would give you a little more. I think the Murdered Out looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like it looks like a really cool deck cover.
And then you have to decide too, are you building a standard deck or a blitz deck?
I feel like I'd probably play Blitz more, but I'd rather make a standard deck to sort of. I feel
Okay.
like going for Blitz right away is kind of more deep end territory for me right now.
Okay. I mean, there'll be
Especially
more.
because I don't even think I have, or I guess I do have a few leaders that could be. Or do you need 4 of the leader, or just
Nope,
one?
one leader.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, let's try a Blitz, because then that'll
So-
also show me what I need.
Go over to your decks. Okay, so you've been working on a deck, it looks like.
Yeah, this is the one that I was.
Okay, so yeah, so click on leader, it took you to leaders. So if you're building a standard deck, you're normally building it around your leader. Say, so I'm not gonna pick a leader that's heavy into Navy, like what they do is good for Navy, and then just put tons of Air Force in it. Because
Yeah.
their big move may be go get 2 Navy, and it goes into play immediately. And I could have gone and grabbed aircraft carriers. Well, if I've gone all Air Force, that's not going to help me. So you're going to build your deck a little bit around your leader. So you want to make sure the leader you're using is going to use the cards that you want to use are going to wrap around it. So I don't know if you have a favorite leader. And this is one of those things, like you were looking at Valoran because it was gold, but maybe you really want to build a deck around, I don't know, let's say Lethabo. So you could drop your Lethabo in and then be like, I'd really like a more premium Lethabo card in this deck. So you could go get yourself a smoke. Like maybe you want to buy a smoke, or you want to buy a gold, or you want to buy a night vision. So it allows you, once the cards are in, to identify how premium you want your deck to be. And because you get so much XP for First Wave Fireforge and the premium upgrades, you're going to get less XP for those when you play the game.
That makes sense.
Or else you're
But that
double,
doesn't.
so.
Does that not apply to like the gold though? That still gives you the most XP in.
Well, what we've done is we've over given XP for certain cards to help people hit the XP levels. And so, you took a card that didn't have a lot, and then by first wave Fireforging, that Lockwood became a 90,000 XP card.
Yeah.
So if that's the Lockwood you're using, then you're going to get less XP for that one than if you put in a gold or maybe even a smoke or whatnot, because those just have their standard XP for being an ultra premium or a premium card. So
That makes sense.
just
I
think
think I'm gonna
any
go
card
with.
any card you cannot upgrade or has not been upgraded will give you more within reason. Obviously, a base card that hasn't been upgraded isn't going to give you more when you play than an upgraded card. But that's why you didn't see any upgraded cards in my deck, was because I get the XP daily for those, and then I want to get extra XP. I want to maximize the cards with XP that don't give me upgraded value from an upgrade card. So
Makes sense. Mountain Doom, is Blitz getting released first? And that's coming up in not too long, right?
Yeah, we're got our heads down working on it. It's being worked on every day. So I'm sure as we get to the end of the June, we'll provide an update of where things are at. As building anything from scratch, things we didn't think we were going to have to deal with until we got to the full version of the game, we're realizing have to be dealt with in Blitz. So if Blitz takes longer because of these unforeseen things, then standard will be faster because we're getting things done now that we thought we were going to have to do later. So
it could switch.
no, it'll still be Blitz first.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because in standard we got to run code so it understands all these sublines on the card, and in Blitz you don't have to deal with what the card says. There is no pick off, there is no stealth, there is no blitz on the card, there is no armored, covert, none of that exists in Blitz, but it all exists in standard. So
that makes sense. Okay, so I got
okay, so you want to use
a
Valoran.
leader and 2 territories.
Okay, so you want 4 territories. Now, a couple things to think about as you're putting together your territories, and you may have to come back and change them as you pick forces and intel, is what resources do you need to play the cards that you're putting in, and are the territories you put in going to give you those resources? Unless you want to do something like put all generic territories in, and then have a card that turns all your generic territories into any all your generic resources into any resource you want, like Colossal Warehouse or something like that, that allows you to change those into something different. So that you'll be coming back and making adjustments as you continue to add stuff.
Okay.
That's a nice
thanks for bearing with me as I go through.
No, that's a nice blood foil though.
Oh yeah, that was a swap. I think that was with Brandon.
MT
I had
asked,
a gold that he really wanted.
Oh, nice. MT Doomy said Blitz is being released first though, right? Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, and Priscilla Valor and Bellum asked, how rare is the signed hat? Are there any left?
No, they're all gone. There were 14 of them.
Oh, there were only 14 total?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, right, because it only came with the number 1.
Yeah.
Like yeah. So it's the 14 different
Well,
leaders.
it came with, I want to say, number 1 infinite, number 1 infinite leader is what they came with, if I remember right.
Mine came with the decadent.
Oh, maybe it was the decadence then, the number 1 decadence.
I think there might have been,
but they were number 1s. You got the number 1.
Yeah.
And Yeah.
which is exciting because I feel like that's a tough mint to hunt for in Warsaken.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And it was the new murdered out. You could only get murdered out cards either. Well, Brandon's, we've given a few away. The code's out to the Legion, but for the most part, you can only get murdered out through purchasing merch.
I think it's a cool way to sort of have the exclusive cards.
Matt,
through
I have
merch.
somewhat of a kind of off topic, but
Now go ahead.
relative question. So I am in your Discord here. If you had a support issue, where would you reach out? Like a website issue, technical issue, something.
So you could reach out to the mods first if it's something easy. If not, then normally just sending something off to Warsaken, and then that, like, we all can get to that as needed, or it'll go to who can
On
address.
socials at
That,
Warsaken or
no, just within the Discord under general.
gotcha.
Click on Warsaken, and then
Gotcha.
that will get to the person who can answer that question.
Cool. Awesome. All right. I mean, it's kind of relative. I think it's a super unique one-off issue related to my account, but I was just having a little trouble with the cloud sync there, and
Okay.
I went and looked at the dev console. I think I know what was causing it, and I just wanted to point it out to the devs. I'm sure they didn't even think of somebody having a dormant account for as long as I did.
Okay.
But awesome.
Nice.
So would this 50 be below in terms of XP it gives me for playing with it, be below or higher than the EMP discharge?
Let me go back. So I see your EMP discharge that's hacked. What was the other question? Which one are you
The
curious
viral
about?
outbreak? Because they're both a 50.
So they should be the same. One's black camo, one's. But again, you're going to want to pick your card. So what you want to do is you want to identify the card you want to play with, and then pick your best card. So like if you want Mark Rockwell in your deck, and your best Mark Rockwell is a foil, don't pick a different card because you want something that's gold. Put Mark Rockwell in because it's going to be good in play, and then just pick your best Mark Rockwells.
That makes sense.
So,
Then
yeah,
kind of like upgrade from there.
Yeah, then you can go on Atomic Hub and be like, I don't want a foil. Like, I want at least a night vision. So go pick up a night vision. I think they're like $17 right now for a Mark Rockwell night vision. So
I forgot I was building a blitz deck, so that means I'll need.
Are you building a blitz
cards
deck now?
Yeah, so I'll need cards that I have 4 of, right?
Yeah, and you're going to want to pick a
Including
leader. You're going to want to pick a leader that starts you at around 20. Or else you're going to need territories that up your morale.
Oh, so I probably shouldn't choose.
Yeah, so there's 2 ways to get to 20. So you can't have more than 20 when you start, but you can pick territories that give you additional morale, but they tend to lose extra morale when they're blown up. So I'd rather just pick a leader that gives me 20 and start that way with 20 morale. And then
This
I just
one
pick
takes some
whatever
morale
territories I want.
away.
Yeah, all territories, you can see at the bottom, all territories lose morale when they blow up, but if it takes the morale away, then there's a
That's
reason
before
for
it's destroyed, right? It's
which one
probably
is it?
really small on the
Vast
screen.
Hinterlands?
Yeah, Vast Hinterland.
Let me pull that one up. It's gotten really bad since I've been working on set 2, like trying to remember what every card does. Yeah, so the reason you're losing 1 morale to start off is you only lose 1 morale if it's eliminated. There's cards that you lose 4 or 6 or even 8 when they're eliminated in morale. So because you only lose 1 and it's a 480 territory, you lose an additional morale at the start.
So if I chose this
So
Ruins of the
technically
Brotherland,
you lose 2. Yeah.
if I chose Ruins of the Brotherland, which it's +2 morale, would I get to 21 or would cap me at 20?
It'll always cap you at 20
Okay.
for Blitz.
But I could put that in and then put in the -1.
Yeah, you could do that, but but Valoran is still, I think, at what, 17, 18 right there.
He's 19, the
Is he
gold leader
19?
at least.
Yeah, then he's 19. The infinite gives extra, but it's just small on my screen, so I couldn't see the amount of.
Yeah, I wonder, can I blow
I can
this
make it
up?
bigger. I can make it bigger on my screen. That's my fault. Okay, now everything's super
You're good.
big.
Ah,
I just can't see the
better.
chat when it's super big.
I blew it up on the stream too, so it might be a little better for viewers as well. So
Cool.
yeah, I
I
got
just
+2
went to
morale
full
here,
screen.
so it should.
Yeah, so if you have 19, yeah, they'll offset each other.
Because I do really want to use Valoran, even if he's not the right character to use.
You just
That's my
like them.
character.
No,
Yeah.
that's awesome. But you can see, like, so Fusion Power Center, you lose 8 morale. So a lot of times when people are choosing their territories for Blitz, they'll try to pick the ones that you lose the least amount of morale from. So
Which
great
I feel like
example.
works for this one, like using Vast Hinterland with the Brotherland. I feel like that combo kind of achieves that.
Yeah. What's going to happen is you're still going to start at 20 and you're still going to lose one. So what will
Wait.
happen is this one gives you 2, that puts you at 20. And when you start the game, you'll lose a morale.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
figured it would. Okay.
But you have to remember, you're only losing 2 total. So look, this one you lose 5 when it's killed, when it's blown up. You gain 2, but you lose 5 for a net 3. This one you lose 4. This one you lose 8. This one you only lose 2. So even though you start with 1 less, when this one gets blown up during Blitz, you're only losing 2 total. So it doesn't really hurt you as bad as like putting a fusion power district in. You're going to lose 8 when this one gets destroyed, and they'll probably blow this one up first because you'll
Probably
lose 8
target that
morale.
so that,
Yeah.
yeah.
And in Blitz, it's just I got 3 of a kind with a force, so I'm going to take that one out. So there is a little bit, you know.
These are tough choices.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time your leader's going to get attacked because your territories were taken out. But there are ways, you know, before the territories are gone to get like the morale to 0 and then someone takes out your leader. So it is one of those things. Normally
I guess
anything
would
like 4
Sanctuary
or
be a
less.
good card? Because that net 6 technically, but like I don't even get the +3
The
since
plus,
it'll cap
so
it.
let's say I was playing a leader that only started with 17. This would get
Yeah.
me to 20. And then when this was blown up, I would lose 6.
But it wouldn't really benefit me right now. I would just lose 6 when it gets blown up.
Yeah, because you're already at 19. So using the one that gives you 1 is helpful, but it just gives
Maybe I
people
should get different
it gives
cards.
people an opportunity to kind of play around how they want to build their deck versus just saying any leader starts at 20 and, you know, anything it says on the card except for the minus morale is what it is. We just want to give people a little bit more fun to be able to choose their cards and decide how they want to do them.
I almost want to ise the -8 just because it's a foil.
Yeah, go ahead. It'll give you more XP when you win.
Yeah, if I win, but it'll be worth a shot.
Well, normally what I do is I just look at, okay, what are they going to add up to? So if all 4 are gone, you know, you want to make sure they're the equivalent of the leader. So when 3 are gone, you still have morale left. But, you know, if someone takes some of your morale, then that's a challenge.
I think I could lose all 4, right? I wouldn't even get rid of the
Let's see, right
20.
now, 5, 9, 10, 11,
18. I think.
19.
Oh yeah, because the -1 from
Uh-huh.
Vast Hinterland.
Yeah, so 19 total. And he starts with 19. So if someone takes out 3 of them, you still have some morale left.
All right. Oh,
And this is the thing. You might
okay.
play a game and realize, oh, I need to get rid of that -8. That hurt me. So then you switch it out for something else before the next time you play.
And then for the forces, I'll need ones that I have 4 of, right?
Yeah, or put in the ones you like the artwork on and then go buy the extra cards you need. So again, it's up to you. And again, remember, so force cards, when you match 3 of them, they take out a territory. So you have to decide how many force cards you want in, because you just put nothing but force cards, then you have no weather that allows you to take an extra turn or other things. You have no buildings that allow you to take cards out of your discard pile and reuse them. Maybe you're missing intel or morale that does stuff to help you discard cards or do things to the other person, bounce cards. So you have to, make sure you got a little bit of everything. But what's your favorite force card? Regardless of rank, what's your favorite one based on the art?
My favorite one based on the art.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the art, so it's a tough choice. But
Do you like Air Force more, ground forces, Navy?
here the mech is probably my all-time
Okay.
favorite. I really like the Goliath too, and then there's another one. Romans is pretty cool. That one's pretty cool. Let me see. I mean, I feel like this one looks really cool with the gold, but
Yeah, drop that one in. That's a good force card. Okay, so that one's in. You have to do each one individually because they're different card types or different variations. If you had 2 golds, then you could just hit plus to make 2.
like when I get to these last 2, I'll be able to just add them
Yep.
both at the same time.
Yeah, you'll put it in and then click 2 to add the second one. Don't upgrade. There.
I was thinking about it. I didn't realize.
You would have had another opportunity to stop. It wouldn't have just upgraded it for you.
Yeah, but for a second there, I was thinking that meant it can upgrade, but I'm not sure I have the right cards. If I did upgrade, though, I wouldn't have enough cards to play with
Nope.
it. So,
Oh,
yeah.
did you click it to a 2? So go to your
I
deck.
did not.
Okay. Go to your deck, click on it, scroll down to that card. Okay, go to that one and click 2. There you go.
Sweet. That was cool that you can do it like that within the deck.
Yeah. What we've talked about is when you have them up, having little check boxes, and I can just check the 4 I want, and then they just automatically get added in. So that's something we may do in the future.
I really want to find a naval card that I like a lot, just because it's Valoran. I feel like that's suited.
See, you have
I mean, the
2.
Krakens are pretty good.
Yeah, you have 2 Krakens, so you need to go buy a couple, but you could go get a couple base cards, probably pretty inexpensive.
Try to see what I can build for now on stream, but that I'm gonna go look at that later.
So let's make it a little easier for you here. Go
more
back up to the
mechs.
top. Go back up to the top. Just scroll up to the top.
Oh, and just sort by 4.
Sort by Navy. See, I think we can do that. Click on the little thing. Let's see, force, ability. You can pick timers. Subtype. Go to subtype under force.
And Navy.
There you go. And then get rid of the rank. You clicked on a certain rank, I thought. Nope,
No,
you're
I
good.
did the count, so that it's only showing.
Yeah. Oh, okay, there you go. So there's all the ones you have 4+ of, and they're only now you don't have to scroll through everything. So utilizing again the the collection section that the deck building takes you to. Dreadnought 6 is a cool card. You got a smoke of that. That's pretty nice. Ooh, some night visions and a hex.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Some cool cards in there. And on the night vision, you'll be able to just hit a +2 on that one, so that'll make it faster.
Go to navy.
And
I
then
suppose
just
I can go back and add.
go ahead and go to the night vision and pop it to 2. Yeah, so if you're doing that, you do have to pop it each time back to what you're trying to get to. But yeah, that hex looks really cool.
Yeah, on the dreadnought.
I'm telling people, hex is an undervalued card right now.
It's one of the coolest looking designs.
It's super cool, and it's
And
not very
price wise, it
expensive right
sits like
now.
right in the middle.
Well, because it's not upgradable, it's pretty inexpensive. You know, in the future, we may do some stuff with that, like maybe let someone use a hex in place of a foil or a camo when they're upgrading. Maybe we'll create a hex that can be upgraded. But someone could build a whole hex deck right now pretty inexpensively once they knew the cards they wanted. So so you're underway. You got a couple force cards. So now if you scroll to the top, it'll show you that you don't have enough cards yet. So you'll see the deck contains 13 cards. You need 65, and it is not standard ready nor blitz ready yet. So do we have any questions from everybody watching?
I think TD's working on the issue. Grimace
Yeah, I would like
had-
to take a look at my deck here in a second. It's I think coming along, and yeah, I'm just helping Grimace just clear his cache.
Are you guys
I
doing
like
any?
my-
Are you guys doing any giveaways?
Oh yeah, always.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I could get that up right now.
Give people a
see.
moment from just staring at a screen watching us build a deck.
Yeah.
You want to take a peek at my never built deck?
Sure.
Sweet.
So Blitz is easier to build. You still have to decide and be strategic on what parts of Blitz you want. Like you want, you know, how much force do I want? How much intel based on what they do within the Blitz game? Standard takes a lot more thinking. Like, what am I going to do here? Why do I want this card? What could the other person have that would offset my card? So if I'm putting in a lot of stealth, what if someone removes stealth? How am I going to address this? How am I going to stop air? How am I going to stop forces? You know, maybe even how, you know, if someone comes at me with a ninja deck, how am I going to prepare myself for that? So a lot of, you know, if I'm not going to put a lot of Navy in, then I might want a sub or a ship that has pick off, and I can use the block. So I can take out a ship as it comes into play, and then I can at least block one of the ships that are attacking me, even if not all of them. So a lot of options there.
This is one of my favorite WMD cards.
Orbital Sun Cannon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sandy, do you have any packs to open? I got to remember to buy packs if I'm going to do it earlier.
I have enough to buy a pack right now, and then I can open
Yeah, I
it.
just did. I just know there's a little delay, which
Well, here, hold
isn't
on.
terrible, but
Do this. Give me a moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna large screen.
Okay, what's your
hit the market?
Did Daniel send you guys anything to give away to people?
I don't believe so. But that's
Okay, what's your guys' wham so you can give some stuff away?
It's go ahead, Sandy. Give that Sanika, I would say though.
Yeah. Here, I'll put it in the chat too, so you have to.
Okay.
In the private chat in.
All right, Sandy, I'm going to switch to my screen really quickly, if that's all right.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Oh, I don't know if.
Okay, I just sent you 5 boosters that you can give away. Or I'm in the process of sending you 5 boosters.
All right, new deck. So I want to click on edit, correct?
Or just click the
Or the box
yeah.
here.
So you're doing edit, so you can name your deck if you want to. So up at the part
Gotcha.
top where it says new deck, you can put in whatever you want. Thunder from Down Under. I don't care.
Yeah.
Not your mom's deck. I don't, whatever you want to call it.
TD Bear.
001. That's me.
There you go. So now, stay on this screen and scroll down. And it's just going to start you off with the first thing, which is going to be a leader. So click on the leader.
Okay.
And again, what it does is it doesn't make you go through all your cards. It just brings up leaders. Now, if you want an infinite leader, you can go to the side and click on a subsection of infinite. But you can just scroll your cards. There's a couple infinites and say, again, if you're building a blitz deck, Valoran right there starts off with 20.
Okay.
So for a blitz deck, that's not a bad pick, Valoran. And you start off with 20 morale. And
yeah, I think this is the one that I'm pledged to. So add to deck.
Yep.
Sweet.
And it's already checked noob 1 and hit main deck.
What's sideboard?
Sideboard are additional cards you can have for tournament play. So think of their cards off to the side that I just got done playing you and I'm getting ready to play another game. And I'm like, you know what? I want to take this leader and swap it out for my sideboard leader, or I want to take these cards and swap them out for my sideboard cards. And so I would swap them out not only before the game, but before I saw what you had. So you can't use sideboard once you've seen what the other person has. So the minute the person lays down their leader and you can see what leader they're playing with, you can't touch your sideboard anymore. It's a pre-game swap out, and you can have X amount of cards in your sideboard.
Very interesting.
But it's really around tournament play, not a standard game you're playing with your friend. Because if I'm doing a standard game, I can just go in and grab a different deck before my next game or whatnot. It's all around tournament play.
Are these sorted by default here?
They're sorted by card number.
Gotcha. So if I'm not mistaken, the ash ones are scarce, right? They're the higher rarity.
Yep. The lower the number in that top right corner, the more XP they're going to give you when you play. If you win when you're playing with them. So that thermal ash would be your highest XP. Your hacked would be the next highest, or like a black camo.
And do I want to go with that? Like, I mean,
so yeah, I would use your thermal ash. You only use 3 morale if it's taken out. Again, I pick a lot of my blitz based around the artwork I like, but I also have to take into account, how much am I losing if if it's taken out. So.
And do I need more than 1 territory?
You have to have 4.
Okay. So then I can probably pick my best 4, right?
You can. You just want to double check how much you're losing when they get destroyed.
Mm.
And you can't put the same one in twice. That's before different.
All right, I'll take one of these also then.
So you have one that was right there. If you go to one that was a -5, which isn't bad right there. Darson City and Night Vision. That's not bad. Night Vision is going to give you less XP than hacked, but again, so you can kind of just look at your cards and go,
Gotcha.
There's some 7s, some -8s. Oh, you You have another thermal, or did we already do that thermal?
No, I do have two. I added
So,
one of them already, I think. How do I go back to my deck?
just click deck, and then go down and take a look. Go down below. Click on your leader. That'll bring your deck up. Scroll down.
Nice.
No, go back up.
Oh, I didn't save.
No, Porta Kasami you already put in there.
Okay.
Karmasani. I always say it wrong. So that one's already in there. So that's why it's at the bottom.
Gotcha.
So you just gotta you just decide like which ones you want to use. I try to stick to anything -5 or below, but again, you can put whatever you want in there.
Okay.
That one's a
Oh, this-
-8.
So that's what you said by below, right? Like, or
Yeah,
I
so
don't-
when this gets destroyed, you have to take 8 morale off your leader. So it's just something to keep in mind.
yeah.
Like back at the top, there's a -3, which is
Yeah,
now.
let's go with that one.
So now you can say to yourself, okay, I only have, looks like that's a full art. Nope, I think it's a wait, I think it's a basic. It's got a black border. So you could go buy a full art. You could go get yourself a night vision, something like that, if you chose to. That's up to you. You can always upgrade to a more premium card later if you want.
Cool. All right. Now I need to go through
Yeah, go down and do some weather and see what you got in
weather.
weather. Yeah. So now here's where your cards are going to have to match. So again, you do have 4 cards of that one weather. So I would probably use that one for now. The
Okay.
tsunami. Oh, you have others. I didn't see the rest.
But it looks like it's sorting by that, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's putting
start.
them next to each other in
Got
alphabetical
lasting
order.
blizzard. I think are those all the same?
No, those are different. You only have 2 of the others. So
Gotcha. Okay.
So you have 2 options. You could put in a different one and go by the difference, but this one might be a little easier for you because you're going to add that one in and then click it again. And oh, yeah, put that one in.
Yeah.
And then before you do anything,
Sorry.
it's fine. Just to make it easier, go to Dex. It's not going to feel easy at first, but go to Dex, click on Valoran, go down to your weather. Just so I can teach you the easier way to do it. So go to your tsunami down here.
Okay.
And click on it and make it 2. You had 2 of those in your inventory.
Look
now
at
go
that.
to your base card, click it, and you had 2 of those as well. Click 2. Click show missing. So it's showing you don't have an extra tsunami. So go back to tsunami, the full art card, and take that back to 1. Oh no, go back.
Oh, sorry. Can I use the back? I guess.
Yeah, go down to those. Back to. Okay, so click on your full art on the left.
This one here, correct?
Yep. Click that.
Okay.
Go back to 1. Now go to your other tsunami. Right there with the 2. Go to 3. Now click show missing. So those are all in your inventory. You're good.
So what was the difference there? Why did it show?
You only had 1 full art. So the one on the far right,
gotcha.
we thought when I was looking quickly, I thought you had 2 of each. So when we click missing, it showed you were missing one of the cards you were trying to put in. So I can build a deck with whatever I want. Then I can click missing and see which ones I need to go buy because they're not in my inventory.
Yeah, your devs are badass, man. Very impressed.
So let's say you really wanted Mark Rockwell, and so you clicked on Mark Rockwell, and let's say you went to camo, and you put 4, and you put click missing, and it shows you're missing 1 camo to have 4 of them. Then you just go buy that camo, and you're
gotcha.
good.
Yeah.
Because some people don't want to put in different variations. They want to build an all camo deck, or they want to build a
right.
So with like my night vision, I'm going to go in and put 4 of every card I want, and then I'll go back and click missing and see which ones I need to go buy, so I can complete my deck.
All right. Now on each one of these, if I heard you correctly, like the 4 is the magic number, right?
Uh-huh. But you can click when you don't have 4 of and then go buy them
Right,
later
right.
because it'll tell
Yeah.
you you're missing them.
So it looks like I do have 4 in nuclear blast, so I'm good.
Yeah,
but
but
they're different
come
though, right?
down. Click. Should show. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like you just have 1 of those. Check.
Now I can visually see that they're different. Where else would I see
Well, you can
that on the
see.
card?
So on the left, you have a hex. Then you have a full art, and you have 2 promo cards on the right.
That's the ones with the QR code, I'm guessing, right?
Yep, those are the promos. Yep.
Gotcha. Do those count? So is this still 4? Just
Yep.
different?
Yeah,
Okay,
they're just different variations. They're the same card.
cool.
They just have to be the like. So in set 2, there's more nukes coming out. So you can't have one. You can't have this nuke and then that nuke. It has to be the same card. So it has to be 4 nuclear blasts or 3 nuclear blasts. You don't have to put 4, but it's hard to make a match if there's only 3 in your deck.
Cool.
So now you're on buildings.
So soldier barracks looks good, right?
Yeah, you're just. It's just telling me you need to buy a few more packs.
Yeah, which I did. It might actually be ready here.
Oh, cool. Did you buy booster or elites?
Yeah, a loot pack.
Oh, you got a loot
50K.
pack. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get 2 cards out of a loot pack. I really like elites because you get 18 full art cards plus
Yeah.
2, 1 premium slot and 1 ultra premium slot, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I would have bought that. I don't have the wax liquidity. I will for next stream though.
No worries.
I'm gonna go shake my metaverse couch cushions.
And I tell people all the time, like, take the current wax price per what we're charging, and if wax goes up or down quickly, people can go buy and sometimes get a really good deal. Like the other day, based on wax price versus what we were charging, elites were only $18.
Nice.
So we've been adjusting the price on the cards. We try to do it daily, so that way it's more true on that day for everybody and give them as good of a price as we can give them.
So when I'm in a situation like this where I don't even have duplicates of any, what are my options other than
Pick
go?
the one you want. Pick the one you want. Take it to 4, and then like get the rest later.
Cool.
So take that to 4. Click on it. There you go. So now you know you need to get 3 more of them.
Sweet. All right. Check my morale.
So you can put cards in there that you don't have.
You need like at least one of the card, but you could put in a basic or whatever, and then put extras of them. So on this one, I don't know how many foils you have. I see you have extras.
Yeah, it looked like I had 1. I think. Let's see. I know I had 4 of these total, but I don't think they were the same rarity.
Yeah, so just click the plus. Okay, so let's see what you got here. You got a foil, and then there's a black border. It's like you have a couple black borders, a couple full arts.
Okay. And then a sideboard you said was mainly
it's for like tournament
tournament
play.
play.
Most people don't drop stuff into sideboard. Some people do, but like I said, for just playing your friend, like when you connect up on Blitz through your phone or your computer or your tablet, you're gonna pick the deck you want to use. So if I
Yeah.
played you and you trounced me and I wanted to make some changes, I'm not gonna go to sideboard. I'm just gonna be like, okay,
Right.
I'm gonna
Right.
go in and make some changes to my deck, or I'm gonna pick a different deck and be like, okay, let's play again. So sideboard is all tournament play.
Cool. All right. I'm just going to choose this night
Because
vision
in
here.
tournament play, you could have back-to-back games, even if it's over the internet. Like you could be in a tournament bracket, have a game, go directly into another game, and have like 15 minutes before it starts to make any changes. And you can only, and part of the tournament rules is you can only use sideboard cards to make those adjustments. So, oh, there you go.
Yeah. Should we test this? See if
Yeah,
this
go
is
for
ready?
it. Let's see what 2 cards you get. May will be one that you can put into your deck.
Oh, hold on a second. I got to make sure that everybody can hear the awesome.
The
The best
Warsaken
part of
loot.
the Warsaken pack
Yeah,
opening.
dude. Hell yeah.
How long is the timer on being able to open them again?
So normally it's we say around 30 minutes. Normal packs I've seen under around 15. The loot packs seem to be ready a little bit faster, I've noticed. I don't know why that is, but they seem to be. Not always, but sometimes. All right, click reveal. Let's see what you got. It's a pretty cool pack opening experience. Okay, Delphine Bay, foil, Hex, ocean oil platform,
Nice.
and
Hey,
200
more
loot.
loot. Sweet. Awesome. Thank you for walking me through that.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting FOMO on the elite packs. I got to go see if I can't scrounge up. What's I think like 968 was when I looked last, right?
For which one? Elite pack is 296. Premium is 948. Boosters are
Premium.
59.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh.
Premium, you get less cards, but you have more
Yeah.
opportunities to get the ultra premium cards.
Yeah, I did this wrong. Like I went to Alcor and I bought loot, which is whatever. Like it's good for the economy, but I totally should have used that wax. I guess I didn't
Well, and what
realize.
I said in the last broadcast is, you know, we were talking about different type of games within the wax universe, and you know, this was based off a game that we developed to be a physical game that
Right.
families could play with one another, fathers and sons, friends, things like that, and we brought it to the wax space. So we didn't develop a game where we put out like 3,000 packs, it sold out in an hour, and then
Right.
people crazily fought over it on Atomic Hub, paying way more than they should, and the company took all the money and was like done, and then
Right.
you know,
I
we
super admired
used.
that about you guys. How you
Oh,
did
thank
it
you.
is totally different than I don't know that we've seen anybody do it that way in wax. Sandy, can you think of anything? Any like I don't.
No.
Yeah, so we came to the wax space because we really thought people would enjoy the game. But what I want people to understand, like I've unfortunately seen projects that I'd call a cash and grab. You know,
Right.
not all of them, but I've seen some, and that's not. We take the money that we make off people buying boosters, elites, and premiums, and those goes to our artists that are working on set 2. They go to our mods that help maintain the
Hell
Discord
yeah.
and keep it good, as well as our dev teams that are getting Blitz ready. They're working. Then they'll be working on Allied staking, and they're working on the full version of the game. So most of what is made from the selling of the packs is reinvested back into Warsaken, so we can do a better job for you guys and provide more for the Legion and the people that are around it. So we love loot packs. Like, you guys have earned these loot packs, but please don't forget to continue to purchase the normal packs, because that allows us to get everything done in a more quickly fashion and make it better for everybody. So
Yeah. Sandy, do you have any packs?
Mine might be ready.
You got your new fancy pack opening wallet that's only for. I don't
Oh, I
forget.
mean, I do, but I don't have these in there because I don't want to have to relog in on Warsaken. Warsaken will be an exception because it's all within
First
their site.
metaverse problem. Sandy loses all of it. These open packs that he gets.
I'm not entirely sure this is ready, but let's see if this works.
I'm gonna scrounge up what I need for the elite pack here.
If it lets me sign the transaction, does that mean the pack is ready?
If it says reveal, that means it's ready.
Yes. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna switch the screen real quick because I don't think it's sharing my audio right now.
Warsaken.
Ooh, platinum.
Yeah.
You have to give it a second. It looks like something's running slow for you.
This has been a constant issue for me lately. I don't know what it is with my browsers, but I'm not entirely sure these are actually even going to load.
Well, your other option is to just hit next card till they're done, or hit collection and then go into Atomic Hub and show the cards you got from it.
Yeah, I'll go do that. My bad.
Notorious, it's so funny, and I'm going to keep nagging Sandy about getting a on-screen timer. In fact, maybe I'll set myself an alarm here, my own timer, to remind me to look into it. But no, we definitely didn't forget it.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah. Oh, I got another orbital cannon.
Nice, nice. You got a 200 loot. Wait, go to
I
that
got
one.
a 2K loot.
Is that a 2000? Yep, 2000 loot. And what's your third one? Was that a 200 as well?
Yeah, 200. Yep. 200.
Okay, so you got foil, 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 camo, hex, and foil.
The field research is good. I mean, it's rank 3. I have another one that I should be able to open.
Yeah, go for it.
Matt, let me ask you this.
Get to the giveaway.
If I had a non-NFT friend who is into these types of games, and I was going to guide them through the Warsaken resources to just get started completely from scratch, past, like, let's get past like the wax wallet, like that's taken care of, where would you direct them?
So I would have them go to warsaken.com. I think that teaser video is super helpful to help people get an idea and some excitement because it gives you some synthetic gameplay. Then I would send them to warsaken.cards so they can actually look at the collection. Because if they like these types of games, they're going to look through the collection and start reading them. And they're going to go, wow, I have other games like this I like to play. This is super cool. They're going to see the covert, the armor, the different things each card does. And they're going to, because they like these games, they're going to start like, well, gosh, I could put this with this, or what about that card? And I think it'll generate some excitement for them.
Sorry, I forgot that would be loud and interrupt that.
No, you're good. Wait, oh, wait, I see a night vision in there behind the front one that's black. Oh, the first two, first three.
First 3.
Freezing Rainstorm and Hex.
It's not bad.
Ravager and Camo. Ooh. I want to know what those first 3 are. 2000, 200,
and 200. Nah.
Yeah, 2 million. Okay, now I'm curious what your first 3 cards were. That was a nice night vision, though.
Yeah. Let's see. Ooh.
So Foil Prime.
Foil Prime.
Foil Prime. And Foil Prime. And then you got a Camo, a Hex, and a Night Vision.
I like this Hex.
Hey, MJ Doja. Shout out. Thank you for the raid, man. 48
Hey,
viewers.
thank you.
Welcome to Warsaken Wednesday.
For those who are just coming in on the raid, type !play and your Wax wallet address. Sorry to everybody who's already in here. We'll get it booted up right after this. And for the sake of time, I don't want to keep Matt too long, but we can do just the top 5 winners get the prizes for this one.
That's fine. However you want to do it.
MJ Doja. Matt, sorry for all the noob questions. I got
No,
one
no,
more
it's
for you,
fine.
though.
No, it's awesome.
So for a non-gamer, and I don't know if there's any non-gamers here, right? This is NFT Gamer TV, but for a non-gamer, what game would you compare the play style to, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like comparing it to anything.
Right.
But if I had someone who, they were like, hey, I would say it's got some similarities, but not the same as like a Pokemon
Okay.
or maybe a Magic. I've had people tell me it feels a little as if, Magic and Dominion had a baby.
Okay.
But see, there's 4 different ways to play the game, so that makes it even more difficult. So,
Sure.
you can play the board, which some people have argued without the little characters. It could be like a Gloomhaven or a Frosthaven or something like that, where you can play a board. We have, Blitz, which is quick. So, I brought this up earlier. I could be at a movie theater and bored 20 minutes before my movie starts and get on and tell somebody like, hey, let's play a quick game of Blitz and play it while I'm waiting for the movie to start. We have the full version. That's going to be where you're using all the cards and the strategy. And then we have drafting where, you're handing the pack back and forth, if you will, taking a card, and you've got to figure out how to build a deck from the cards you've gotten. And drafting's super fun. So I think it's very hard. Any game I've ever played, there's a point I hit where I just need a break from it, right? I've just played
Sure.
it too much. I got a friend who loves Dominion, and like I'll go hang out, and after the 3rd or 4th time that night playing Dominion, I'm burnt out on Dominion. But with Warsaken, I haven't gotten burnt out. One, it's my game, it's our game.
Sure.
But you can get burnt out on your own game, especially when you're playing it every day, because there's so many different ways to play the game. I can play Blitz today. I can play Standard tomorrow. And I was joking around earlier. I was on a stream, and they said, well, what's it look like, right? When do you play these things? I said, well, if I'm new, I'm going to build a deck. Then I'm going to take that deck. This is once everything's out. And I'm going to go play the Cabal, which is playing the board. And I'm going to test my deck and be like, whoa, the Cabal slaughtered me on level 4. This isn't a good deck. And I'm going to make changes to my deck. And now I get to level 8. And I'm going to be like, well, 8's a mediocre deck. It's okay. So I'm going to make more changes. And now I get to level 10. I'm like, well, level 10 means I'm starting to get a pretty good deck. So I'm going to keep playing with it. And now I get to level 11, level 12 before, I lose. And, I can beat it at 10. I can beat it at 11. I lose at 12. I'm like, this is a pretty good deck. And so now I reach out and I'm like, hey, Brandon, want to play some Warsaken? And I'm going to try my new deck out on a real person. And, Blitz decks won't work against the Cabal. Standard games do. But, so I'll try my Blitz out on my friends and have fun. But then, now maybe I've done a bunch of Blitz. I've played the Cabal and built up my decks to a good deck. I've tried them out in Standard. And I'm like, I just want to try something different today. Boom, now we're doing drafting. So as soon as like maybe you played one enough that you're like, I need a break from this version, there's another version you want to go play. So that was a big thing of ours when this was how do we take advantage of everything that people like?
Right.
Some people like games where you play the board, right? It's a rainy day, nobody's coming over, your whole house has COVID, I don't know what it is, and you want to play a game and you can play the board, right? There's the standard game for people who want really intricate strategy, ways of playing, and they want to take advantage of everything a card does. Then there's people who want to get things done quickly. They don't have a lot of time. Great, let's have a fun play a game of Blitz. And then, you know what? Let's see what happens when we get random cards as we're passing the deck back and forth and picking out a card each turn out of the pack or virtual pack, if you will, and play draft. So there's been a lot of thought put into this so everybody can have a good time. So if they're asking, say, well, you know, there's 4 different ways to play this game. Which one do you want to know about? And then
Yeah, right.
send them to how to play. You know, on the Warsaken site, you know, there's a how to play section. It talks about Cabal and Standard and Blitz.
Are y'all ready for last call on the grubfish?
Yeah, go for it. Roll it. We could probably just keep talking through this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
I
can
have
just keep talking.
a friend that old childhood friend. He streams. He's a gamer. He hasn't gotten into NFT games yet, and is you know, former Marines. And I think this would be super interesting to him to check out. My personal experience with wax games is not the best, and so if you're coming from like Web 2 to Web 3 or wax games, like, you're likely going to be disappointed. But Warsaken is definitely one of those exceptions.
Right.
In my opinion, it's very well done. It's not a clicker, you know. There's lots of clickers.
Yeah, yeah. And you know, our goal is when the physical game comes out, we actually want to send the game out to different military bases and people out in the field,
Hell
so
yeah.
they can learn Warsaken and play it out in the field.
Yeah. Do you have, speaking of which, do you have a preferred charity?
I you know, something like you know, Wounded Warrior or the Towers. Tunnels to Towers. You know, we like the ones that help, you know, our wounded servicemen or help them have better things within their life when they've been injured, you know, serving our country and defending our country. So we always do we normally do stuff big on Veterans Day. And for Veterans Day, we actually rewarded people for contributing to charity, and it could be wherever their charity was. So, you know, if you were in Australia and you gave to like a charity that had to do with Australian military, that was fine. We still rewarded you, right? It didn't have to be an American, you know, but Tunnels to Towers or Wounded Warrior are all ones we heavily support as far as an organization.
Yeah, there was one that I invited our Discord to. My friends, he was doing a charity, and it was a video game based one. I need to find the name so I could ping it to you guys. I bet you that would be a really cool. I mean, if they're into NFT gaming, right? Who shouldn't be, though? Stack Up.
Right.
It is Stack Up. Yes. Okay. Boom. That is the name of it. Yeah.
Fine. Well, congrats to those who got booster packs.
Yeah, we got Cicerone, AK Gamers, Princess Paradox, Thug333, and Be Wicked. Congrats.
Nice.
All right. Do we have time for one more? Can I open this pack while
they're go ahead.
Play?
Yeah, we got packs for one more too. I picked some up off of
I should
the shop.
Let's see. Do I get confirm open?
I'll put the grubfish up in just a second.
Oh, it hasn't been long enough.
Boo. All good.
Yeah, you got to get at least 20 minutes normally. So, well, let me thank everyone for allowing me to be on today.
Yeah, dude. Thank you so much for coming out.
You know, invite me back anytime if you guys got questions. Were there any questions from people in the chat that I did not, that they wanted answered that I did not answer? Doesn't look like
I
it.
think I
us know,
saw
chat.
win draft.
Oh, yeah, draft will be at the end.
Huh.
So not till everything else is out, and then we'll look into, in the physical game you'll be able to buy draft boxes. In the digital space there'll be draft boxes as well, I'm sure. But again, we got to set that game up. So like a digital pack is opened, the deck's passed to you, you look through it, you take the card you want, now the deck goes to the other person, they take the card they want, and it goes back and forth till the cards are gone, and then another pack's opened. Normally, to make it easy, both people open a pack and then it transfers back and forth. A draft box will have 2 leaders in it. So I mean, you'll have to like flip a coin to see who gets to choose their leader, something like that. And then obviously there'll be, enough territories in there as well. So you're guaranteed territories. So the territories and leaders will be random, but you got to have 8 territories and 2 leaders. And then all the other cards will be a pass back and forth to get to your 65 card deck for both people.
Cool. I see this recruit tab here, which I would imagine that's going to be some sort of a referral system.
Yeah, it will be. It's not finished. You'll be able to, send that out to somebody and get them
Cool.
involved. I wouldn't wait. Bring them in.
Right,
Talk about the
right.
game. In fact, our Discord now, when a new person comes in, it doesn't recognize, it welcomes them and sends them, brings up on the chat like what to go check out, like warsaken.com and things like that. Our mods are super good at welcoming people and getting them the information they need. Our goal is always to grow our Discord and the people who are participating. Pack sales are super important because, again, the bigger the pack sales, we can hire additional devs, do additional things to speed everything along faster.
How large is your dev team? Just out of curiosity.
Anywhere from about, depending on who's working, 3 to 5 people.
Yeah,
So
they're
we
excellent.
we have a couple core people, including Dan, who is over the dev side. He's one of the owners and generals of Warsaken that you never see. We joke that he's locked in a closet somewhere in a basement. That's what everybody says, because he's rarely in the Discord because he's always working on Warsaken. And then we have, people we bring in to work on things as we needed. Just like we have core artists, and then we have additional artists we bring in as well when we're trying to get cards done in a more quickly manner. We not only have artists, but then we have artists that go over what the artist did, in a watercolor or airbrush fashion to make the artwork look the same as all the other artwork. So there's a real feel that everything's the same. Like set 2 should not look completely different than set 1 as far as an art look. I don't know how it's happening though, but the artwork on set 2 is just beautiful. So it's almost like set 1 is here and it's like set 1 plus 2. I was joking around the other day. I was like, wow, our artwork just keeps getting better, and I didn't think it could. So there's some pretty cool stuff in set 2, as well as artilleries in set 2, a lot of helicopters, cards that you can attachment cards that you can attach to like a card to give it stealth, or you can attach it to give it armored if it doesn't have armored, and things like that, as well as a fungus that reanimates, basically kills and reanimates, if you will, to an extent. So there's a lot of cool stuff happening, and we're already talking set 3 and we haven't got set 2 out yet. So,
nice.
So we're not going anywhere. We're going to be around for many, many, many years. Hopefully 30 years from now, people are still playing Warsaken.
Hell yeah.
So
yeah, we do too. Prince Paradox, they're awesome. All right, Sandy, last call, right?
Yeah, we can do last call. I'm ready to boot it up. Exclamation point play and the new wax wallet address. If you want to get in here, I am in there. ready to grub spot.
Yeah, I don't know which way I want to play it. If I want to try to do the showboat or
I guess that's true. I'm gonna try to do the showboat because we're not
we should
doing
really leave it up. Like
the
a
dance
50
off.
should be our or maybe 60. I don't know. Just pick a number, and if we're under that, then we go for the showboat. If we're over that, we go for the grub explode immediately.
Hey, Das just showed up.
What are you guys
Is
giving
that-
away now?
More booster packs. I
Oh,
picked
nice.
up some on the shop.
Cool, cool.
Picked up 5 to give away and 5 to open. I'm gonna save those to open next week though. Showboat. All right. I'll start a little 3-second countdown. So if you want to get your wallet in, get it in now. 3, 2, 1. Give everybody a little time to get their commands ready.
You know what's up, Daz? Here's what I need from you, please. Remind me or give me your suggestion on an on-screen timer for the stream. It's something that
I was
feel
thinking we
like-
could make it for channel points. I think that would be kind of funny.
So say that again. How would that work?
I'm pretty sure there's a way you can set it up with Streamlabs where they can spend channel points to, I would assume, I mean, you can do the sound alert. So it could be like a sound alert that just starts counting down from 10. So they could like pay 100 channel points to start a 10-second countdown on the grubfish.
It just that's something for both of us. Just keep on task when it comes to like starting grubfish. Letting people know exactly how much time they have left to get in if they haven't, that kind of thing.
So how did some people get their grubfish to start bouncing around on the screen?
So across the top there, you see there some commands,
Yeah.
exclamation charge. Yeah, so that is, I believe, Dodge, right? Who was that? I just saw Grimace. Yeah. Yeah, so if you see, oh, wrong one.
Oh, nice. So resize, turn. That's kind of
Yeah,
smart.
so he hit exclamation dodge.
Nice. Well, guys, thank
Doomy
you.
says we should make it a shot collar.
There is a brilliant
Give me a
idea.
little zap.
Nice.
I think y'all would kill me.
Well, guys, thanks for having me. I'm going to jump off, grab me some dinner, but happy to jump on anytime. I want to thank the Legion and anyone who's not part of the Legion who was checking us out today. Thank you so much. Someone's telling me to go to sleep. It's only 6:34 here, and I don't go to sleep till like 2 in the morning. So, although I think I got like 3 hours of sleep last night. So, and my Alexa thinks I was talking to her.
Alexa thinks you're taking a nap.
Yeah, it's so funny.
All
right, guys. Well, thanks so much. Good luck building your decks. Look forward to playing you guys and when Blitz comes out.
Likewise.
Cool.
Thank you for coming on with us.
Yeah, thanks so much. See you, Legion. Have a good one.
A little rundown. All right. Thanks everybody for showing up. Have a good one.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. I'm excited to get more involved in this now. I knew I wanted to be in this project. It came along at a time I feel like there was just so much going on.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna wrap this up. And we'll
oh yeah, we're still live. Shit. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. All right. Thanks everybody.